Police who died in crash that also claimed the life of the controversial pastor Dr. Kevin Smith identified. Hi again and welcome. This is Link 007 TV News Report and we'll be right back with the details to come. Welcome to Link 007 TV News Report, providing you with the best in local and international news updates. This is a place where you can get the most reliable and informative news information. Link 007 TV News Report. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This is Link 007 TV News Report. The police constable who died in the crash that also claimed the life of Dr. Kevin Smith, the controversial pastor for the Pathway International Restoration Ministries in St. James, has been identified. The policeman is Orlando Irons and he was assigned to the St. James Police Division. Reports are that Irons and two other officers were transporting Smith in an unmarked police vehicle when it crashed on Church Road in Linstead, St. Catherine. Another police team traveling in a separate vehicle with another suspect alerted colleagues for assistance. The police said that a statement from the Corporate Communication Unit confirmed the incident. Let's go over to the head of the Corporate Communications Unit, Ms. Stephanie Lindsay, who provided us with an update in relation to the crash.
So we're able to confirm that a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force lost his life in a motor vehicle accident this morning. What we know so far that two vehicles were traveling to Kingston, taking the two suspects from St. James in the incident last week involving the church leader and another member. They were taking them to the Major Investigation Division in Kingston to be formally charged. About 9:30, we understand that there was an accident resulting in one of the vehicle overturning. That's the vehicle that Sir Kevin Smith was a passenger in. At the end of it, he sustained serious injuries and he was taken to the Linstead Hospital where he was pronounced dead by the doctor on duty. The three constables that were in the vehicle with him, one of them was pronounced dead at the Spanish Town Hospital. The other two are in critical condition and as we speak, they are currently undergoing treatment. So we are here now hoping that they make a full recovery.
That was SSP Lindsay, Senior Superintendent of Police, head of the Corporate Communications Unit within the Jamaica Constabulary Force, providing reporters with an update in relation to the crash. Continuing the news. The police said that the pastor was being transported from St. James to the Major Investigation Division in Kingston to be formally charged with several offenses including murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Smith was set to appear in the Home Circuit Court this week, following the Director of Public Prosecution issuing a voluntary bill of indictment in the matter, the CCU stated. Head of the Traffic Enforcement Branch, Assistant Commissioner Gary McKenzie, said that there were multiple reasons influencing the decision as to what route the police used when transporting criminals. On arrival of lawmen, Irons, the injured officers, and Smith were taken to hospital where Irons and the pastor were pronounced dead, on the others admitted in serious condition.
That is a decision that is made because of several reasons. Sometimes, especially when persons are being transported from far distances, there is necessity to make stops, sometimes at police stations and so on. There are times when additional documents may have to be taken, persons on board may need to relieve themselves, and so there are multiplicity of issues. There could be other issues that sometimes we are not able to share with the public in terms of risk assessment and all of that. They are not able to speak. They are in fact serious. I mean, when I say not able to speak, there are times when you are injured and, even though you have the capacity to speak, that is generally not something which is rushed. Of course, we have to be guided by what the medical experts say. And so it was really a very serious crash, and so we anticipate that it will be very timely in terms of how they progress to recuperation.
ACP Mackenzie was responding to questions surrounding the crash yesterday morning. This is based on emerging questions as to why police officers traveled Linstead bypass instead of St. Catherine Toll Road. On a day that saw more twists in the bizarre cult story of a Montego Bay-based pastor, a police constable is dead and the pastor himself succumbed to his injuries. Simit perished while on his way to Kingston to face several serious charges including 2 counts of murder. The Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, says the office had provided a senior prosecutor to work alongside investigators in bringing the charges against the cult leader. He was facing multiple charges in an indictment case against him.
Having consulted with the police, we have not yet received a physical file, but nonetheless, I'm still in a position at this time to be able to indicate that had, Dr. Kevin Smith been the subject of the voluntary bill of indictment, he would have been charged 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of wounding with intent, and 1 count of illegal possession of firearms. The subject matter of the investigations, Dr. Kevin Smith, was a man or an accused person who wielded considerable influence in respect of the members of his congregation and perhaps by extension, members of their family. There would have been a concern in respect of the witnesses who would the persons known to the accused and to other members of the congregation that the environment in terms of the displays on social media, the reportage in the media generally, mainstream media, would have contributed a lot to shocking the public conscience, certainly within the narrow community of St. James. There would have been security issues, the small courthouse, and where it is sitting would have been very vulnerable to being surrounded, perhaps by well-wishers for the accused, as well as perhaps persons who may not necessarily have wished him well. Either way, it would have been an event that would have caused a lot of
That was the Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, provided reporters with an update in relation to the case. In a post on the official Facebook page of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, it said, "The JCF is saddened by the death of Constable Orlando Irons, aged 26, in a service vehicle accident in St. Catherine. Constable Irons was assigned to the Fugitive Apprehension Team in St. James. The JCF Chaplaincy Unit Branch, the Medical Services Branch, and also the Welfare Department are providing support to the family and colleagues of the constable. We will continue to pray and provide support to the other officers who were hospitalized following the crash." So that was a post on the official page of the Jamaica Constabulary Force in relation to the car accident that claimed the life of Pastor Dr. Kevin Simit and also Constable Orlando Irons. So this has been Link 007 TV News Report, and we'll continue to track this story plus more to come and provide you with the latest details. This has been Link 007 TV News Report. Thanks for watching.
Everybody want to touch us on me. Everybody want to touch us on me. Everybody want to see us. They want to touch us on me. They want to touch us. Listen to me. We're stepping up this year. Them are going to be cool. We're pushing riches this year. That's the evil one. We're stepping up. We're breaking up. We're living up. We're walking up. We're talking. We're preaching up. We're saying, oh yeah!
From any parish to a next parish, that prisoner goes under police escort and that prisoner is handcuffed in the vehicle. Nobody not tell me nothing. If the Minister of National Security come out can tell people say this normal, people for stun him. Even when them a carry prisoner go doctor, they handcuff them. It looked to me like this man in at the back of the vehicle, in a handcuff, and he grab the driver back way and at that send the vehicle a gully. I wrestle with the vehicle, with the driver. He grab the driver back way. At that happen. Me said the entire senior rank in the police force of St. James to get kicked out of the force. Because no senior officer cannot authorize a transfer like this. Brother, I'm a transfer prisoner already, you know. If you ever do this in a rehearsal, then kick you out of the force. Me say people need to call for the resignation of all of the superintendent them in a St. James. Brother, no prisoner no get transfer